Alright, so we have this introduction, and it says that we should click on the link above and then post an introduction. Now, notice that this is a link, and down here we have another link. So the links may have various names. This particular one happens to be Introduce Yourself, because that's what our instructor titled it. So I'm clicking the link, which takes me into the message, and as I scroll down, I can see postings by my fellow classmates as well as my instructor. And all of these postings are related to or threaded with this initial posting. Okay, and that's the beauty of a discussion board. Just like you talk about one thing at a time, it might be handy for you to keep your conversations grouped, and so that's what a discussion is. Now, one setting that I will point out on this right hand side is that this discussion is threaded. You do have options, but threaded is by and far the best, because what that does is it indents discussions that are related. Here, for example, this student posted his introduction, and it looks like this student had something in common, and so she posted a response. The instructor then also posted, and you can see how this is a reply to this and this is a reply to this. If the instructor had replied to Vanessa Miles' postings, it would be further indented. But because these are at the same level, they're both a response to this one. And that's what threaded means. And maybe if this is new to you, it sounds a little confusing, but it really is a good organization, and you'll get used to it in no time. And it really is the recommended setting. So I can search through my postings if I'm looking for maybe an answer to a specific problem that was in the homework. But in this particular case, I'm introducing myself, and so I want to compose a message. Pull this in where you can see it. Now, the subject is important. If I just leave it blank, then people don't know what this posting is about. This is a good practice for email as well as for discussions. So I'm going to say this is a practice posting. Okay? And here I would always use good grammar and always use good spelling. Okay? So I might post, hello classmates, my name is jjmcgrory, and I am submitting a practice posting. Thank you. And this is Dr. Joan. When I'm finished, I'm sure that my spelling and grammar are good. Never use slang like I see you when you mean I see you. Okay? Very bad. Very bad. So never use slang. Always type professionally, speak professionally. That's how you want to be known. So click the post button when you're done. Now, let's look for our posting. We submitted it as a response to our instructor, and here it is, the most current one in the list. I can click this, and now I can see. Now, if I want to reply, see how this works. And I'll say, this is a response to the practice posting. Okay? Thank you again, Dr. Joan. Now, in this case, this is acceptable because I am continuing this subject. Don't leave this subject in if you're starting a completely new topic. And in fact, you should perhaps start a new posting. I'm going to click Post. Very briefly in the time we have remaining, let's see how this worked. And look how one is a response to the other, all nicely tucked under the introduction. So don't forget to use the discussions link for all kinds of important information.